Language YouTube is obsessed with one-man video after video. Praises Stephen Krashen and his theory of comprehensible input. It's the best way to learn a language. It's the only way to learn a language. Throw away your textbooks. Forget about grammar. It's all about comprehensible input. But is everybody getting his theory wrong? Sort of. According to the other Dr. Taylor, we can find some answers in the discussion titled, "Is Everyone Wrong About Stephen Krashen's Comprehensible Input Theory?" What is comprehensible input? Comprehensible means that you can figure it out. Ideally, that there's only one new word in a sentence or one new structure that you can get from context. Input is just your target language. For us, it is English. By this interpretation, the only thing you need to learn a language is a lot of the language, starting simple and getting more and more complex, preferably with pictures or video, and ideally with native audio. His writing covers not just the comprehensible input hypothesis, but also 4 other interrelated hypotheses. So what are the 5 components? They are 1. Learning versus acquiring. 2. The linguistic monitor. 3. Natural order. 4. Comprehensible input. And 5. The effective filter. There's a difference between learning and acquiring a language. Learning is explicit, taught, and consciously accessible declarative DKLRTV and LD knowledge. 明确的教授的有意识的获取的陈述性知识 Acquisition, on the other hand, is what children do. They start to produce language we would consider grammatical despite having never heard the exact sentences or sentence structures. Krashen argues with Chomsky on the critical period hypothesis. There's evidence that if people start to learn a language too late, they will never attain native-like fluency. But Krashen disagrees. He doesn't think we get worse at acquiring languages as we age, even past 25. He believes motivation and language environment are more important than age. Luca Lampariello is an Italian who speaks English with a Native American accent. He started seriously studying English in his teens. Arnold Schwarzenegger learned English at 21 with an actor's motivation. Angria, Chinese girl, Brazilian. His second hypothesis is the linguistic monitor. We have a store of our target language that we have acquired, and what we have learned merely functions Jinjing, Sergonung as a monitor to correct what we intuitively generate. His third hypothesis is about the natural order of language learning. There are fascinating pheasanating patterns where children learn language in a certain order. Krashen hypothesizes HISAS that non-native learners follow the same natural and hardwired order. His fourth hypothesis is comprehensible input. If you accept that we acquire, not learn, and that what we produce is what we have acquired, then the best approach is to get as large a volume as possible of comprehensible input. Comprehensible input means learning at most one new thing at a time. Lastly, the effective filter hypothesis, which concerns learners' motivation, self-confidence, or anxiety state. If you're experiencing negative emotions, language acquisition is harder. People get stressed or upset about language learning, and it shuts down their ability to acquire. A lot of videos say that comprehensible input is all you need, but that's leaving out a lot of the story. Even engaging content does not always produce a learner who can understand and use their target language fully. There is research supporting best practices like reading for fun, active recall, and desirable difficulty. Krashen recommends a massive amount of reading for fun, including comic books and graphic novels. Exposure to a large volume of your target language at a level you can engage with is better than not having that. If we take neurodivergence, DIVRDNS, into account, Krashen's approach seems tailor-made for ADHD learners. If that's you, maybe prioritize input over everything else. Why comprehensible input works. The story of Karen. After we studied Krashen's theory a moment ago, I want to share with you one of the most powerful ideas in language learning, comprehensible input, through a real story about a student named Karen.